I wondered if there's anything you want to say to people who might be worried about you.
Don't worry, I'll be okay.
It ran all around the house. I think you feed your underwear to the dog.
Trust Robert Munsch to want to make the rest of us feel better. And to have a beautiful secret to share for the very first time, that there are more books coming. Only there's a terrible catch. When's the next one coming out?
I don't know.
Doesn't know because it's possible those new stories won't see the light of day until he is gone.
There's about 50 stories. Not all of them are going to make it.
Yeah.
But when I'm dead, they'll still be putting out Robert Munsch books.
The intention is for his publisher to release one new book a year after his death. That means possibly a half-century more Munsch. Imagine that.
A large dragon flew up. It took an enormous...
The best-selling Canadian children's author has sold 90 million books in North America alone. Has mesmerized generations of kids with stories like Mortimer and the Paper Bag Princess.
And it carried off Prince Ronald for dinner.
He has a Juno Award and the Order of Canada.
Robert Munsch! Robert Munsch! Robert!
A man who's never been afraid to say the awkward things out loud.
If the mom didn't shave her legs, she'd look like a gorilla!
And he's saying the tough stuff about himself out loud, too. He has dementia and Parkinson's disease, and a while ago made a decision.
Robert Munsch, the beloved children's author, has been approved now for medical assistance in dying.
The 80-year-old Guelph resident revealed in 2021 that he had dementia.
At my stage, there's not a lot you can do in terms of...
That's not right now, though. Right now, Robert Munsch is fighting to be here with all he has.
When you want to say something, nothing happens.
And suggesting this is his very last interview.
This is really my last hurrah.
And so a conversation in his basement office, in the midst of his books, letters and pictures from kids, it's all a temple to childhood.
People say, "How are you doing?" I say, "Fine."
Mm-hmm.
I'm not fine.
You're not fine. What does not fine really mean for you?
Well, I fall down. I forget words. I can't open anything. There's all these little things that you take for granted, you know, like opening a bottle. I use a wrench to open a bottle.
Yeah, smart. Where there's a will, you find a way.
Yeah.
Would you say you're happy right now?
Yeah. I had a fall this morning, trying to get things out of the hall into the other room. My watch went crazy, and my and I don't like that.
I'm sorry you had that. Is it frightening when that happens?
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing a Sunday Costco run. Who's here? Everybody!
You made us laugh the other day in a social media post. I can't remember which daughter it was of yours who posted it. She was saying, "He's fine, my dad's fine."
Who's that back there?
Papa!
And guess what? Papa's alive! Our Papa is alive and well, and we're going to Costco.
We're going shopping, and then you said, "For a coffin."
And a coffin, right. My dad says he's getting a coffin. At Costco.
Which was a little dark, but very funny. You're not afraid of being a little dark sometimes, eh?
A little dark, yes.
No. I'm alive.
The man who can do 20 faces and 20 pictures, his wife Anne says lovingly. Those wild expressions, all part of how he has told and finessed his stories over decades.
Ta-da!
What's it like to know you can make kids laugh the way you do? What does that feel like?
Well, when I tell a story, when the kids laugh, it means they're involved. Mm-hmm. They like it. If they don't laugh, I'm worried.
I bet. Can I play you something?
Sure.
This is how I always have you in my mind, I think how we all do.
They put him in
This is my favorite.
The snowsuit had 10 pieces of Velcro, 5 buckles, 5 snaps, and 17 laces. Took them half an hour to get him into the snowsuit. He walks out back, he throws the snowball, then he says, "I have to go pee."
Do the kids always laugh when you talk about pee?
Yes.
And same with the fart monster?
Yeah. They know that pee and fart are, in a sense, naughty words. That makes it especially funny when I use them. I'm an adult. An adult is not supposed to say, "I have to go pee."
I understand that you used to travel and stay with kids and their families. Why was that important to you?
I was running out of money, and I found out families are full of stories.
Right.
They're just dripping with them. And I never made up a story in a Holiday Inn.
On tour, to stay with kids and their parents, to watch how they interact with each other, how they talk around dinner tables. That's where he found the stories live, inspiring the sorts of tales like I'm So Embarrassed, about 2 kids mortified by their moms at the mall. Andrew and Taylor J. This Andrew and this Taylor J.
Hi Robert, my name is Andrew Livingston. I was part of the inspiration for the book I'm So Embarrassed. I still remember the first time we met. My mom was so thrilled she rushed right up to you and gave you the biggest hug. And there I was, embarrassed in that moment. That memory sparked the inspiration for this story, and it still makes me smile today.
Hi Robert, my name is Taylor J. Gordon. I was 11 when you stayed with my family while you were visiting my school, and I thought, what a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet the Robert Munsch. The impact that you had on my life cannot be overstated because I get to tell stories for a living now, and I get to trace it all back to you. So I am thankful every single day that I got to be in your orbit.
How nice is that to know that you made a difference for these people? How important was it for you to workshop the stories with them? Did your stories change constantly depending on how the kids reacted?
No, they pretty much kept the original version. But I've lost it.
It's okay.
When I'm telling stories, I'll sometimes pick a kid.
Jane, story about Shane. One day, Shane's mother...
because they're going nuts. And tell it for them.
There was a mother who had a new baby.
If you had to choose just one Robert Munsch book to tell the story of his grip on hearts worldwide, it would have to be Love You Forever.
Back and forth, back and forth.
A tale that came to him from a song he used to sing after he and Anne had 2 stillborn babies. Here's how he explained it back in 1994.
The song went like this. I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. And it was something we used in our own family to deal with losing these 2 kids. And it gradually grew and grew, and
it surely did, the book eventually topping the New York Times children's bestseller list.
My publisher sent me a fax of the list in the New York Times, and I gave this big scream down in the basement at my fax machine. Everybody thought I had a heart attack down here or something.
To see this at the top of the bestseller list, do you remember what that day was like?
Good Night Moon had been on the best for years and years, and this book they never heard of popped up. And that was very, very satisfying to me.
I bet. This story about a mother who dearly loves and carries her child only to grow old until it's her son cradling her just cemented itself in the culture.
My favorite of that is Love You Forever. Isn't that a sweetest story?
They're all great.
Yeah.
Sold 38 million copies worldwide, still sells.
Love You Forever by Robert Munsch.
Check out this episode of Friends.
I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be.
Wow! That was amazing.
I was not ready for this today.
When I told it, the kids would be laughing and the grown-ups would be crying. and that made it special.
All his books still sell around the world, translated into 50 languages, some made into tiny tales perfect for little kids to hold on to. They're all stacked in the basement.
These little books?
Yes.
His wife Anne says that whenever they go shopping, he puts a bunch of them in his pocket.
He likes to give one of these to the parent and say, would you like a book? And usually they say, oh, yes, that's very nice, thank you. And they look at it, oh, no, it's a Robert Munsch book. And then they look at him, and he's much older than the picture now. And they say, oh, you're Robert Munsch.
Hard to imagine a better friend and partner for Robert Munsch than Anne. What the rest of the world has always loved about him, his outspokenness, has sometimes been a bit bracing at home. Consider this moment from a 2008 interview.
I'm kind of a mix of obsessive-compulsive, manic-depressive, para-schizophrenic. My shrink says I got all sorts of stuff.
He went further over a decade ago, talking about an alcohol and cocaine addiction. He spoke to Global News about it then.
When I was drinking, I would sometimes drink too much and do stupid things. And one of the stupid things I did was use cocaine.
That was awkward for me. I was less ready to be open about that. Yeah. It was a surprise. It was not a plan. That openness and willingness to be who you are is something Bob's always been good at.
The most recent reveal was the stark one in the New York Times in September, that he had indeed been approved for medical assistance in dying.
Both of us feel that that's a choice that is valid and legitimate, and he's decided that's what he wants to do when the time comes. And fortunately for both of us, maybe especially me, that's a long ways away. And one day at a time is a really good slogan.
53 years of marriage. One of both love and friendship.
What's the best part of this life you two have?
Oh, that we still like each other. That we do have jokes, that we tolerate each other. We can be together or we can do things separately, and we can still have fun.
Your stories are going to live forever. Is that a good feeling or a strange feeling?
It's a good feeling. People always say, you'll live forever. Well, nobody lives forever.
You're not afraid, are you? No.
I'm an atheist. So there's nothing to be afraid of.
Right.
That he can explain. What it's like to have dementia is not quite as easy.
In your brain, what does it feel like?
Okay, in my brain, the stories are all stacked. They're locked. Everything else is up for grabs. I can't trust the rest of my thinking.
But the stories are your friends.
The stories are my friends. I feel that I've got a strong hold on them. And when I try to tell them, it's like I've always told them. We'll lose that eventually, but they're okay now.
You look like a nice guy, but do you know what, Ronald? You are a bum.
Do you sometimes dream that you are a younger version of yourself?
Yeah, I dream I'm on stage, a big audience.
The little girl says, if you don't give me that book, I'll yell and I'll scream.
A baby bunny, teacher. And all the girls said, it's so cute.
Is that a good place for you to be?
Yes. When things are bad, that's the place I retreat to.
Surrounded by kids.
Yeah.
He whapped it in his hand. Whap, whap. Sprinkled it with sugar.
Really nice to meet you, Bob. Thank you. Really appreciate it.